To sell your house in the next 1 to 3 months. And before you ask, this is not a marketing video. This is to educate you, because I know a lot of you are already looking at your neighbor's house hunting with them, trying to see which house is sitting on the market, which one is selling, why is it not selling, and you are, and you are home every night discussing with your husband, with your family, and wondering what is going to happen to this house in your neighborhood, because you know that is directly or indirectly going to affect your own house as well. House not selling in today's market is not about the market. And before you even know to talk further, it's also not because of what you are thinking. It's because of little things that people don't pay attention at with, right? So I am going to be discussing some of this in this video. Why your house isn't selling? The first impression is not the time that the buyers are opening the door. It's way before then, right? They are looking at the photos, they are looking at the first impression when they see the house. We need to be creating a brand story. Think about before you buy a Louis Vuitton versus you're buying a Gucci. You like the way it makes you feel. You're looking at the layouts of the house. You're looking at the neighborhood. All of those things, the amenities, all of those things are things that would attract people to your house. So those kind of brand story is why a person will buy your house. Think about the unique characteristics that your house has versus the other one, okay? The biggest mistake that I see that a lot of sellers, homeowners are doing is not preparing their house for the market. And what I mean by that is, before you put your house on the market, you're preparing your house, you're doing renovations, and you're not bringing me fast enough into your home to be able to see what are the kind of renovations that will make your house sell. There are a few things that will make house sell and save you a lot of money versus the other things that a lot of homeowners would want. A lot of times homeowners are looking at the things that they would like in their house, the things that they've lived in this house for a few number of years, and they're thinking these are the things that I would like to change. But this may not be things that are appealing to the audience, the new people that are going to be buying your house. And what I mean by audience is, for example, if you're selling a bungalow might be more attractive to maybe seniors, retirees, right, in those kind of communities. If you are selling a first-time kind of home, what are the things that a first-time homeowner, as just having a baby, what are the things that they're going to be liking? So with experience, we can suggest you some of the renovations that will help you to sell these homes. And by preparing the house on the market, you are preparing the house, but you're not preparing the overall strategy. And that brings me to the strategy. Strategy is very important. Strategy is what sells homes. It's not just the renovation, it's not just photography, it's not just marketing, it's the other small things that put your house in a unique perspective and make it very irresistible. I want you to underline what are the things that I'm going to make that is going to make my house irresistible to the buyers that are going to be finding it in those markets. The other thing that I note here is buyers don't care about how much you paid for the home. They really don't care. You are very emotional, about your home, and your home is probably the best to you, it is, but it's not to everybody else. So when you are saying, oh, I paid 1.6 million, I saw a house and I'll probably list it here. The house was bought for $2.2 million 3 years ago, and right now the seller sold it for $1.2 million, right? And it wasn't just because the house is now worth less because the market has dropped. They overpaid for it then, yes, arguably so, but it's also because they did not price the house, the pricing strategy of the house wasn't right. And also it's because the seller was attached to how much I bought the house for and wasn't caring about what the market is saying right now. So, and the problem with that is the longer your house sits on the market, what a lot of sellers don't know is that the more your price is reducing, because buyers start to create a story in their head. What is wrong with it? They start to ask us realtors, so what is wrong with this house? Why is it not selling, Deborah? Is there anything wrong with the house? Whereas the house as is listed right away the first week, people are saying, book me that house. I don't want to miss that one. But yours that has been sitting on the market for 30 days, 60 days is starting to lose its value. Okay, so it's most important for you to understand what buyers don't care about how much you pay for the house. Okay, the other thing that I listed here is housing. Your price isn't the problem, right? Presentation location, presenting its rights. I talked about that. Positioning your house right. I talked about the audience that are ready to buy, and in which neighborhood, what are the opportunities that are coming, what are the amenities that are coming, is there highway construction close by. Those are the things that are going to help you in your house. We talk about timing as well. Timing is very important, knowing what time houses are selling in an area. For example, a vacation property, right, is going to sell at a particular time because kids are vacating and they're going to that area. We talk about marketing as well. Marketing is very important. I can't even tell you the importance of marketing and the importance of doing all of these things at the exact same time. So we are coordinating all of these efforts that when the house finally hits the market, it's ready to go. All of these different factors is what is going to help you sell your home. Right now, I want you to know that finding the right person, the right buyer for your house is not just going to take putting it on the market and just hoping that it sells. It goes way beyond that. It goes way beyond. A good time to call a realtor like me is a month before you want to sell your house, because we start to prepare your house for renovations. We start to ask the important questions. We start to do all the marketing work. For example, for me, I have over 1,000 people in my office that can sell the property. Most of these agents already has a buyer that is uniquely, prepared for a particular house. So whatever houses that you are selling, chances are we might be able to sell it very, very fast because all the other agents have a customer, right? So those are the things that are all going to work together. So 1 week before, we are doing off-market lists, we are promoting this on social media, we are doing a website, we're doing all of those things to help your house sell. So I want to leave you with this important quote: the best house don't sell itself, the well-positioned house is what sells in today's market. Now tell me some of the things that you guys are encountering in your neighborhood, what you are seeing, what trends you are seeing, and ask me questions about the things that you're seeing and you want to confirm with your real estate agent to see whether or not they are true, right? And I will see you in my next video. Thank you.